Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Meditation by Design. I am your guide, Shelley Carter. Tonight's segment, we're actually working on the Sacral Chakra, and we're going to do things a little bit different this evening. So, I want to make sure that you have your meditation journal. And hi, Nancy, you need to still come in and pick up yours. Um, that you have markers and a pen and the music that's been created is music designed with different frequencies for healing. So you want to be sure and have a great set of earbuds, or I love my buds like this because it's easy on the ears. But if you don't have those, go ahead and grab those now. It'll help with the sounds because the sounds have been specifically designed for healing, and then there's going to be a visual for you to watch. Now, if you want to go ahead and do candle gazing, you can do that. We're going to do things a little bit different. So I'm going to give you a minute to go ahead and run and grab those things. We're going to turn the volume up just a little bit, and we'll be right back. Oh, and also, if you have the essential oils of sandalwood or patchouli, orange, rose, or lang lang, those are really good to be working with the sacral chakra. And if you have questions about the essential oils, I'd be happy to talk to you about those later. So you can reach out to me at 630-328-3928. We can have that conversation. So if you have any of those, go grab them, or one of your favorites, go grab them. Because essential oils generally are really great for the mind, the body, the spirit, and it's always wonderful to include into a meditation. And I'm going to give you just another moment. So if you're just joining us, I'm Shelley, your guide for tonight. You have entered Meditation by Design. And I wanted to talk about the sacral chakra, which is the second chakra. And I'm looking to see who's joined us here, and send us comments and feedback in the message box on Facebook. How many of you know what the sacral chakra is? Just kind of give me a thumbs up or a heart, just so I know that you know what that is and where it's located. And if you don't, that's fine too. But your sacral chakra is about an inch below your belly button, which is above your root chakra. It is the color orange. Root chakra again is red. And the two, as they kind of go in between under the belly button and your root chakra, they kind of mix together and form another color. But the true sacral chakra is orange. That chakra is in the front and the back of the body. And the front has to do with the emotions, the back has to do with the will. And so, as I was preparing for tonight and doing my own work, because I'm working on my own chakras also, I'm going to tell you in advance: self-care, self-care, self-care. So after the meditation, you may want to take a hot bath and some Epsom salts. You may want to rub the essential oils on your second chakra, and then we're going to do some work, because I work with a lot of different brands, but this is sandalwood here. You're probably not going to see the name of it very well. And then I also have a custom blended. It says I feel. Your root chakra is about feeling, or what you don't feel, or where you put walls up, or your inability to feel, or maybe you think you feel, but maybe the depths of how you feel isn't as deep as it could be because of some traumas or emotional things that you've been through. So a blockage in the second chakra can cause both physical and emotional distress if it is not healed. Chakras are points in the body that moderate energy. They can kind of go spin backwards and frontwards. And so as I'm assessing them on people, I can tell how they're spinning, if they're not spinning, if there's walls of protection up, so we actually know how to work with you. Allowing the healing allows free flow and helps maintain health and vitality. Unfortunately, the chakras can develop blockages that limit your energy flow. And chakra healing aims to restore balance and feeling a sense of freedom from blockage or kinked area in the body that prevents functioning functioning optimally, is what I will say. When you think of where the sacral chakra is and all the organs that are in your body, you're dealing with not just a typical like a Reiki hand placement. So you've got your colon, you have your small intestines, which is in the middle. And so, when we slice the body and we look at layer, you've got your umbilical cord, you've got your kidney, your bladder. What am I missing? So, and then your sex organs. So your uterus, your ovaries, your fallopian tubes. For men, it would be prostate and so on. So just to cover, chakras can become overactive or underactive depending on what's going on. How do you know which is which? Well, an overactive sacral chakra can cause emotional overreactions, excessive emotional attachment to people or objects, excessive neediness in relationships, codependency, muscle tension, and abdominal cramps. Am I speaking to anybody here? An underactive or deficient second chakra can cause fear or happiness or pleasure, self-sabotage, lack of creativity and authenticity, low libido, pessimism, depression, irregular menstrual cycles, urinary or bladder infections. And it can manifest in a lot of different ways. So one of the things that I would like you to do in your journal is to write down what are the things that you're dealing with. Since I'm a female, I've had a lot of female issues growing up. And so it has taken something for me to learn how to heal those traumas. And I have found as I've taken it chakra by chakra and focusing on, like, what I'll do is I'll take that chakra for the week and work on it for the whole week and just go into meditation and to prayer and see how I should be working with it. And that's part of what we will do tonight. So I'm going to give you a minute. We'll turn up the music. I'll give you a minute to write down some of your thoughts and some of your feelings. Maybe you have blockages in relationships. That also means you could have blockages in the sacral chakra also. So go ahead and do that now. Hi, Tanisha. Thanks for joining us. So in tonight's meditation, I'm not going to be talking, believe it or not, hardly at all. And so I'm going to allow you to just go with the music and go with the flow with the visual that you see. And there will be moments that I will be talking, but tonight's about you going inward. Tonight's about you checking in what's going on in your pelvis area, your lower back, your female organs, all the organs we just talked about. And then how it plays out in your life with your relationships. And what we're looking for is, where do you need healing? And you may not know right this minute. So with the sounds that are going on, I'll just say again, the sounds are layered specific frequencies for healing. And the color patterns and the way they're moving are also very specific for healing. So allow yourself to go with how it's flowing. Now, for some of you, it may seem like the movement is so slow you can't stand it and you want to get out of the room. What I would encourage you to do is just really work on your breath work. Take deep breaths. Stay present to what you see in front of you. And how we're going to do this tonight is we're going to start off with how we were doing candle gazing, which we're not going to do tonight. We're actually going to do a minute watching the visual, and then we'll stop. And then I'll have you write down what you sense. And then we're going to go for 2 minutes and then of visual gazing, and then we'll go into closing your eyes, and then I'll bring you back to stop and write down some more, and then we'll go into, you'll have 5 or 10 minutes of just being with the visuals and the music and the sound, and just see what naturally shows up for you. Now, if emotions come up, it's always good to have a box of Kleenex next to you so you don't have to worry about your sleeve or where is it, right? So if there's anything you need to go get, now's a good time to do that. And we're going to go ahead and increase the sound and pull up the visual, and we're going to go ahead and start the timer. So just allow yourself to notice where you have any tension in your body and just tighten it. Take a deep breath and let it go. Hi, Eileen. Thank you for joining us. And so go ahead and start now. Just allow your eyes to soften. Be present to the visual and go with the flow. Notice any bodily sensations. Notice if you're having any anxiety. Remembering to breathe, so take a breath in and then let it go. Breathing is a very good thing. And let's give a nice, gentle breath in. And you can go ahead and open your eyes and come back. And go ahead and write down what came to you. So let's bring the screen back to me for a moment. And what I forgot to do is let you know I pulled a card for tonight. And so out of the Carolyn Miss Archetype deck, the Martyr is the one that showed up for the group, which is whether it's today or in the future, which after reading, I'm like, oh, this really is perfect for right now. So this is what the card looks like. That's us floating throughout the meditation today. So the light attribute says learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. And there's hearts everywhere. Shadow attribute says addiction to self-pity. And then I'm going to read from the book, and it says that the martyr has the courage of one's convictions, going so far as to die for a cause. Suffers that others may be redeemed, either spiritually or politically. So I'm just going to have you guys take a moment and check yourselves to see where you're at with this. The shadow side of martyr utilizes a combination of service and suffering for others as a means of controlling and manipulating them, kind of related to the victim. So what you want to look for is a pattern of giving yourself to causes for the betterment of others, regardless of the consequences to yourself. And so I want you to take a minute and just write down where either of these may apply to you. And you can let me know, is there anyone else that wants me to read this again? Okay. So we're going to move on to phase 2, and that's where we're going into a 2-minute gazing into the movement, and then I'll bring you back to do more journaling. So let's go ahead and increase the music. Nice, gentle breath in. Continue to watch the movement of the light and the areas that are not light. Allow your thoughts and mind to freely move with the movement, the ebb and flow, the gentleness. Nice, gentle breath in. And I'm going to have you come back to the room. And then close your eyes for 2 minutes. Now, if you find with your eyes closed you're distracted, go ahead and open them and watch the visuals. You may see colors appearing. You may have feelings or sensations you haven't felt in a while. Sacral Chakra is all about the feeling. I am, community, tribe. It's where a lot of trauma and abuse gets stored. Where do you put others first, not yourself? Just notice any sensations, any vibrations. Any fear that may come up, anxiety. Okay. Now we're going to bring you back to me. And I want you to write in your journal what came up for you, if anything. what you noticed, what you felt. Might be a color, maybe there was a scent or an aroma. So I'll give you a few minutes to do that. Sometimes when we go into these meditations, it helps if you have your hand on your belly. It helps you focus better. Okay, we're going to go into phase 3 of the meditation. And we're going to run this for 7 minutes. Beginning now. And allow your eyes, allow yourself to just relax into where you're at. Follow the flow of the colors. Now, on my side, I'm doing energy clearing because I can see where people have some things that are stuck. I won't talk about it personally while I'm working. So as you're working on bringing that orange energy and that white light into your second chakra, your sacral chakra, I will be helping you clear negative attachments, thought forms. Some of these aren't even yours. And I want you to take a deep breath and just breathe in. And then breathe out everything that does not serve you. Breathe in the color orange. And just feel the warmth of the glow. Bringing peace, joy. Now, if you do have an essential oil, now would be a good time to use it. You can put it on your hands and breathe it in, or rub it on your tummy. And feel how it enhances your experience. That's me putting mine on. Yes, it's time. It's time to allow yourself to go into the depths, the places you normally cannot see. When more of us are here working together, it elevates the vibration of healing for all of us. Just take a gentle breath in. There's all sides to everything. There's the light side, as in the light of a candle flame. There's the shadow side, the side that we don't usually share with people. What are those sides saying? What do they want you to know? What do they want you to release? And what do they want you to hold on to? Take a nice, deep, gentle breath in. And I'm going to breathe a nice gentle breath in. Whatever comes up is perfect. Okay, I'm going to keep the visual up there for a little bit longer, and I'm going to go ahead and lower the volume. And I want to bring you back into the room. I want you to take 3 deep breaths. So take a breath in, and then slowly let it go. Another breath in, and slowly let it go. And one last breath in. I want you to get a sense of your legs, your feet, and your hands. And when you're ready to come back, then come on back, and I will be there shortly. So if you have water by you, have a drink of water, a sip of water. And then I want you to journal about what came up for you. And in a moment, I'll be right back in the room with you. Welcome back, everyone. I'd love to hear how this was for you. If you feel like sharing in the chat, please drop it in. And otherwise, if you want to share offline, you're welcome to do that. I'm just going to share my story from working on this meditation and actually getting the sounds and the visual last night. I've had a lot of abdominal surgeries and some trauma. And in my dreams last night, I actually experienced going through, because I've had more than 5, I've actually experienced going through each of those surgeries without the anesthesia, hearing what the doctors were saying. And that's why things were coming up, even the traumas and the sexual abuse and all of that, all the traumas were coming up for me to forgive, bless, and let it go. And after I was doing that for each session, took me almost all night last night. It was the most intense experience I had ever felt going through a meditation. And woke up this morning. Of course, I was a little bit tired, but feeling better than I have felt in a really long time. And I'm excited to see how my days go, because this type of meditation and this type of work will continue to work long after we've done this. And it will be posted also on my YouTube channel. And you can always come back to Facebook to look for it, but on my YouTube channel, it'll probably be easier to find it. And then you can go over it again and take yourself back to those places and spaces, so the work will continue to work and go deeper as you continue to take yourself through the meditation. Now, I'm known for, once I start on a chakra, I will do it for the whole week. So you can actually listen to this for the whole week and see what new things show up for you. So Nancy, you were traveling. Wow, that's awesome. And so thank you for allowing me to be your guide tonight. It's been a pleasure to be with you. I am making my journal, and I know, Nancy, for me to make this, it's like I'm just charging my cost. And so if you want a hard signed copy, it's $25. Otherwise, I am making this as an e-copy. So if you wanted an e-copy, it's $9.99 for an e-copy that will get sent to you. Just let me know that you want one. And then, as far as the essential oils, if you want more information on essential oils, let me know. I will probably create a class for you guys, and then just allow yourself to stay in the moment. Self-care, self-care, self-care. So make sure you're hydrating really well, because we're moving a lot of energy around. I'm not going to go into the details on some of what I picked up from those of you that were on today, but we'll just say we did some energy clearing. And so you do want to make sure you hydrate well. If you find that you are cramping or you're feeling a little more emotional, that would be normal after a meditation like this. So I would say be gentle with yourself. Saltwater baths are really, really great to help with those emotions. And usually, when I do a saltwater bath, I'll use like a cup or two of Epsom salt, sea salt, magnesium, and soak in it as hot as you can stand it for at least 15 minutes. And then when I drain the tub, I visualize any additional stuck energy just going down the drain, because you know what? You don't need it anymore. And I send you blessings, and we'll see you for Meditation by Design next Friday.